Dear students, welcome to online classes. Today we are going to start a new chapter, Principles of Metallurgy of 10th class Physics. Regarding these metals, in class 8, we have studied about certain properties of metals like malleability, ductility, and sonority, etc. Malleability means making the metal in the form of sheets. Ductility means making the metal in the form of wires. Metals play an important role in our daily life. We use various metals for various purposes like gold and silver as jewelry, copper, iron, aluminium for making conducting wires, and for making utensils like copper jugs, iron kadai, and aluminium utensils like bucket, etc. We use many household articles made up of metals and their alloys at our home. Now we have more than 75% metals among the elements available in the periodic table. All the light blue colored elements are metals and all the light yellow color are non-metals. Meanwhile, we have a staircase where we have semi-metals. Human history in terms of materials had the Bronze Age and Iron Age. Pertaining to the metals, they started to use the bronze, that is an alloy of copper and tin and iron. This picture reveals about the Bronze Age. The clothings, the materials they use, and the use of the bronze to make their weapons and household articles. This picture reveals the culture of Iron Age containing their clothings, their instrument for agriculture and their weapons, etc. Occurrence of the metals in nature. The Earth's crust is the major source of metals. Seawater also contains some soluble salts such as sodium chloride and magnesium chloride, etc. Some metals like gold, silver, and copper are available in nature in free state as they are least reactive. But other metals mostly are found in nature in the combined form due to their more reactivity. So, the availability of these metals in the form of elements or the compounds which occur in nature in the earth crust are called minerals. Let us see, for example, the minerals of iron. In this example, we are going to see the four minerals of iron: hematite, magnetite, limonite, siderite, where they contain the percentage of iron as 70%, 72.4%, 59.8%, 48.2%, respectively. Let us check their availability. Hematite look like this, magnetite like this, and limonite, yes, and siderite like this. They are available in the earth crust as the source for iron. They contain iron. But to choose a particular mineral To get more iron out of it, we compulsorily choose the mineral which contain more percentage of iron in it. In the given example on the screen, we have the most highest percentage of iron is available in magnetite and after that hematite. Hence, we will choose these minerals to take the iron out of that. So, hence we selected two minerals to take iron from them. So, at some places, minerals contain a very high percentage of particular metal, and the metal can be profitably extracted from it. So, the minerals from which the metals are extracted without economical loss are called ores. And we can say all the minerals are not ores, but all ores are minerals. Okay. And the process of extraction of metals from their ores is called metallurgy.